The recent State of Play was by far one of the best ones PlayStation has made in years. Sure, it may have gone on a little longer than it needed to, with a number of games we already knew about. Change the channel, Marge. And I'd be lying if I didn't say Konami were the ones carrying the show.
Yeah! What is a man?
But all in all, a fantastic showcase, and in typical fashion, with presentations such as these, they saved the best for last. The original God of War trilogy is being remade, and according to TC Carlson, now in early development, and is a long way off. So why did they announce it now? My mixed feelings on the idea of remaking these games, whether it will have the newer game's gameplay style or just the original with updated presentations aside, to make the wait a little easier, we were shown a brand new game. God of War, Sons of Sparta. A brand new 2D Metroidvania game with beautiful sprite animation in collaboration with Santa Monica and Mega Cat Studios. Known for making NES games and one Five Nights at Freddy's game just to keep the lights on. This over everything else in the show had my attention. Well, except not just because it looked really good, but thanks to its immediate shadow drop, I can confirm it is indeed a well-made game, earning its place alongside the series' pantheon. And a lot better than the last time the series tried this. I think I'm about halfway through the game, though I'll only show the first opening mission to avoid spoilers, because I really do recommend you give the game a try. It's only $30, and it has a lot of bang for your buck. This video is less a review of Sons of Sparta, and more about what this game has given me. Hope for the future of PlayStation. Like many others, my interest in the PlayStation brand has been dwindling throughout the PS5 generation, which has been going on for almost 6 years, and it only feels like 6 months, due to the lack of titles that makes the PS5 worth it. Mostly because of COVID warping our sense of time, but due to the lack of games you can't get on the previous PlayStation or even PC, games that make the PS5 worth it. There hasn't been nothing, there's Spider-Man 2, Ghost of Yotai, but titles like these are a long ways off due to their high production values. There's also the fact for most of this generation, most of PlayStation's studios have been forced to work in the live service mines, but after the Concord-sized failure that was Concord, PlayStation went into panic mode and scrapped more than half of the other live services they were working on. Imagine fucking up so hard your name is our metric for how much you failed. This name is cursed! All that manpower, time, and money that could have gone to other projects of the PS5, wasted. We could have had another Ape Escape, you arrogant son of a bitch, but no, you and your pride and your ego. A company like Japan Studios is what PlayStation needed the most, games that didn't aim to be the pinnacle of technology, but just made to be fun and whimsical. Show PlayStation had it in them to experiment and get weird. When I think of the PlayStation, I don't think of Kratos making babies or Ellie. I think of Loco fucking Roco, baby! That's the real shit, baby! And while Japan Studio is gone, a part of them lives on as Team Asobi. And I think back to the State of Play, I remember the one back in late 2024. And how happy I was I caught the VOD so I could skip half the show, which was Concord, and get to the best game they saved for last, Astro Bot, giving the new tech mascot their own full-fledged game that wasn't a pack-in title. And it was still the best game they released in the past decade. A phenomenal love letter to the PlayStation legacy and honoring even the most obscure titles. Seriously, who else recognized Alundra? He looks like Link. And sure, it's not perfect. It may not be the most original game in the world. It could have prioritized other franchises that could use more time in the spotlight than others. Where's Mark William?
Let me see that thong.
But it's still one of the most fun and charming games I played from PlayStation in a long time, and even though it doesn't have realistic lifelike visuals and top-of-the-industry voice acting like other PlayStation games, it got more emotion out of my dead heart than any of them. Real ones get it. After Concord's meteoric failure and Astrobot's meteoric success, I was hoping PlayStation would put more focus into games with smaller scopes, budget, and devs times. Put Sonic meme here, do not read out loud. But even with how much love Astrobot has gotten from fans and critics alike, matching other first-party PlayStations in accolades, but not sales. While not selling bad at all, but compared to other first-party outings, they do not impress. But it didn't need to be. Unlike these games with budgets so high Mr. Krabs would cook himself alive just to avoid paying it, Astrobot's budget was at most 50 million, still high, but thanks to that the game was profitable, and thanks to the good word of mouth it sold more after launch, and it was so good it won Game of the Year. If Jeff Keighley said it was good, you know you got a masterpiece. Just look at High Guard, a game that rivals that of Concord. I mean, it followed the new Mega Man announcement. That series was dormant for years, barring the occasional collection after the series couldn't keep up with other Capcom's heavy hitters. But thankfully them and other AAA companies are now once again seeing the value in smaller projects. Small games that aren't AAA games, but AA games. A games. Releasing small-scale projects with small-scale profit expectations is a much healthier business strategy than betting everything on the big jackpot that aims for the widest, safest net possible. Just look how that's working for Ubisoft. I say that and they just released Rayman 30th Anniversary, which is really good. Look at the NES Rayman prototype. What the fuck is happening? This is the type of game you dream of and then immediately wake up, forget it after you wake up with a headache. Nintendo and Square have been using the strategy for years, and it shows that it works so long as that the game is still solid. I think PlayStation is considering giving it a shot with Sons of Sparta. Not that their AAA games are going anywhere, nor am I saying they don't have a place. I'm still looking forward to Wolverine, Kenner Scars of Cosmora, and yeah, that's it. There's still plenty of things about PlayStation that need fixing, like maybe not milking franchises that's not even a decade old with two live service games. How are these Fortnite rejects dyeing their hair? There's no bleach in the Stone Age, and what's with the female human pig-like peak looking at? Sony really needs to get out of the live service mind before it caves in on them and we get more layoffs from corporate stupidity. And with reports and rumors that the PS6 may be more ways off than we thought, it may not be too late for the PS5. It took a while for the PS4 to get some worthy titles. Well, other than Knack, of course. Where's Knack 5, Jim? Haven't we been over this? It needs to be a Knack 3 or 4. No, you don't get it. Knack 5 is so good, it skips the other ones. I'm just glad I have another reason to turn my PS5 on that's sooner rather than later, other than replaying the Sly games. Can we please get a continuation of 4? Come on, Sony, give Sanzaru another call. What do you mean they were closed down a month ago? By who? Mark Zuckerberg! But back to SOS. I hope this game does well in spite of all the grifters I'm already seeing who are dunking on this game, including David Jaffe. You're using AI? And after I thought you couldn't be more washed. Look at you. You who were once so proud. Leave now and never return. Hopefully Sony sees that there is a place for these small-scale games in the PlayStation ecosystem and not just the big AAA releases by both the first and third parties, and hopefully they can use some of their older franchises to do it with.
Sony, give me another Ape Escape game, and my life is yours.